Right, so Marvel Rivals CBT is coming to an end, and I didn't make as much content on this game as I wanted to because this game really annoys me at the moment, due
Pretty
to
sure
a lot
these
of
are bad
issues.
guys.
Now, before I make this video and upload it to my channel and get told by 3 people that no one gives a shit, I'm just going to quickly preface this entire video with, I understand this is a closed beta test. I am not these ingrates on Twitter and TikTok who don't understand the fact that this is a beta, and even then, it's not even a open or a fucking alpha or whatever the fuck. It is a closed beta test, right? This is a test at the end of the day. Okay? I see a lot of people on TikTok and Twitter complaining there's no maps and like blah blah blah. This is a beta, this is a test. Of course, there's only going to be 2 different maps and only a selection of characters, okay? I'm making this video to preface the fact that there's a lot of issues with this game in the beta that need to be addressed, and I don't see a lot of people addressing them because they are either really fucking stupid, or they're thinking of this game as a release game, and instead they're just like, oh, well, this game's dead on release. They're like, okay. I don't know about you guys, but I really want to see this game kind of flourish and become better. I want to be a part of it. I am not just some monkey who got the code and want to play Ooga Booga game. I actually care about hero shooters becoming popular, and I'm not here to log on and go, well, Spider-Man needs a buff, even though he doesn't, and blah, 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 okay? I'm here to kind of talk about what we can do for the hero shooter genre. I'm not here to rage bait. I'm not here to clickbait. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to call this an Overwatch clone as well, because a lot of people are doing that on TikTok and Twitter as well. They're like, oh, well, this is an Overwatch clone. Why would I play this game that's brand new when I could just play Overwatch that I've been playing for 12 years, blah, blah, blah. First things first, this is a hero shooter. This is not an Overwatch clone. Overwatch did not invent the genre. I understand it popularized the genre, and I'm absolutely A-okay with people calling it Overwatch clones. But at the end of the day, this is a hero shooter, and hero shooters have been around a lot longer than Overwatch. TF2, for example, is a hero shooter. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to refer to it as... I may slip up and call it Overwatch clone, because this game is quite similar to Overwatch in terms of character design. But we'll get onto that in a bit, alright? This is a genuine review of my playtest in the CBT. Just for a bit of a reference, I am... How many hours have I got in this fucking thing? I've got 20 hours, which isn't a lot, but this has only been for a week, and this game pisses me off, so that's why I haven't touched it as much as I physically could. I got the Venom skin, I called it a day. I hit Gold 2 or Gold 1 peak, called it a day, because at the end of the day, this game is gone in a week, so I didn't really give a shit, okay? So, my genuine review, I'm going to go through the list, and I'm going to start with the cons, because the cons of this game are massive. Not in a way that makes the game bad, but in a way that makes the game really unenjoyable, okay? I'm going to start with the main one, right? Because this is what's made the game really unfun for me. And if Spidey says something here, maybe if I kill a Galactabot here, you'll see why. Oh, I can just hold tab. As you can see from my name, gonna get sticky. As you can see from my name, there is one issue I have with this game, which is the main issue, and which is why this game has been really unfun to play. I've made a couple of videos on him already, but this is going to be my... Obviously, this is a full review. The Punisher is a disgustingly broken, unfun character to play against in this game.
And I'm the master craftsman.
I can't even hear his voice. I love the Punisher. Jon Bernthal, my goat, and I love the comics that he's in, right? Don't get me wrong. I do like the Punisher. I'm not just a hater. But this character is giga-busted. He does crazy damage. He's crazy annoying. He has 2 life bars with his turret. Every single game there's a Punisher. Every single game I have a guy with a desktop microphone screaming in my ear telling someone to kill the Punisher. He is very good at countering Iron Man and Storm because he can just gun them down. He's really good at shooting down Scarlet Witch. He's really good at shooting down fucking Spidey, because all he has to do is, as soon as Spidey jumps on him, he does this, changes the shotgun, boom, Spidey's dead in 2 shots, right? I think I can literally show you this. Point blank range, if he just smokes you first, that's almost a 1-hit kill. And that was... I aimed at the head, right? Yeah, 2 body shots, okay? If I'm point blank and I shoot him... And by the way, this isn't even point blank. This is point blank. Right? Which is where a Spidey wants to be. You just go... Right? The character is stupidly easy to play, which is fine, by the way. A lot of people like to comment on my TikToks where I'm complaining about this character, going, well, there's supposed to be an easy character for everyone to play, and this is how it works. You won't see people in pro play playing it. War of the Realms is currently going on, and I bet you if I load up one of their streams, one team will have Punisher. Right? I genuinely believe it. Could I be wrong? Maybe, but should we have a quick little look? Alright, I'm going to Google twitch.tv right now, Marvel Rivals, right? True Talent is currently playing. He's playing Spider-Man. He has a Punisher on his team. Necros, Genji main, if I'm not mistaken. Punisher on his team. Don't get me wrong, Namor is also a big one. A lot of people like to talk to me about Namor. Yes, I understand that. But Punisher is extremely easy, whereas Namor takes a lot of skill. Okay? Punisher needs to be nerfed, and I'm sure he's going to get nerfed because a lot of people yap on the fucking Discord about him. It's just, at low elo, Punisher's very dog shit, right? Because people can't aim, so they're like... Right? But, you need to realize nowadays, a lot of people have a semblance of skill now. We're in a very skillful kind of era of gaming. No one's like this anymore. Right? Even in Silver, Punishers will be like... Obviously, I'm not the best. Because I don't play Punisher. But they just... My point being, he needs a damage nerf. He needs something nerf. Also, the implications of the fact that this character is in the game, it's a superhero game, and everyone's picking the white man with a shotgun, it really pisses me off because you can play shit like Spider-Man, Black Panther, fucking Magic. But no, everyone wants to play shooty Call of Duty man, which is completely understandable because the character is cool in the comics. But, just a bit annoying because no one's playing him because he's cool, everyone's playing him because he's broken right now. That needs to be nerfed, okay? He just needs a damage tweak, he needs something. I honestly don't think he should have a shotgun. I really don't think he should have this shotgun. The shotgun is crazy good, right? It takes Spider-Man like, what, 4, 5 punches, right? And a whole combo, whereas the Punisher just goes... and calls it a day. Obviously, Spider-Man's jumping around and blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't matter. He is still a disgustingly powerful character. Okay? I saw a lot of people on TikTok saying, like, oh, Marvel Rivals likes to say, if everyone's broken, no one's broken. That is not the case. There is not a single character that I get put against where I go, ugh, more than the Punisher. Okay? All the DPS have some sort of drawback. Punisher has none. Right? Punisher's weakness should be, if you get close to him, it's very hard for him to keep track of you with a machine gun. But, he can smoke you off, which gives him wall hacks, by the way, which makes no damn sense. He can zipline away, and make it very hard to catch him. The nade pushes him back as well, by the way. He has a shotgun for close ranges. And his ult makes him stun immune. You can't stun him during his ult, and he absolutely eviscerates people. And he has these really goofy rockets. The game is super loud, I'm really sorry. He has these really super goofy rockets that auto-attack anything near him. Just makes no sense that this character should have so many tools, right? And like I said, a lot of people like to say, well, there needs to be an easy character. Scarlet Witch is that character! Scarlet Witch is Moira. She does crazy damage for a lock-on character, by the way, and the lock-on is crazy, and the range is kind of crazy. Like, she can hit from about, I think about here? From here to there is crazy. And she has a right-click, which is long range, and does a lot of good damage. She has a stun, which stuns. And she has a get-out-of-jail-free tool, which allows her to basically fly the fuck away and outrange everyone. Scarlet Witch is the easy character. Punisher is the broken character. Please stop coming into my comments telling me, oh, well, Punisher has to be easy because there needs to be that kind of player for the general player base. But I promise you, in pro play, he's never picked. In high elo, low elo, every elo, he is picked constantly. 9 times out of 10, when someone's really annoyed that they keep losing, they'll switch to the Punisher and then immediately win. Okay? They need to fix that. I'm sure when the game actually launches, that will be fixed. Like I said, I know this is a closed beta, and I understand that this is a test, so please don't fight with me on this one. I understand this is subject to change. I'm just saying, for those who didn't get to play Marvel Rivals, this is what the game was like, so don't cry about not getting a code because you didn't miss out. Okay? You really didn't miss out. Imagine they just buffed Soldier 76 and gave him a shotgun. How overpowered would he be? Because he's super piss easy and annoying, right? I've seen a lot of people say to balance Punisher, they need to remove the knockback on the smoke grenade. I agree. They also say they need to remove the grappling hook and give him a sprint instead. I fully agree with that as well. He has a bit too much mobility for a character whose weakness should be point-blank range, okay? The shotgun also does way too much damage. But that's enough about the Punisher. I just spent 10 minutes talking about him. There is a lot more cons, and I promise you there are some pros to this game that we will get into, okay? Another con is the performance. I am on a 3070 Ti, an i7 12700 KF, 32 gigs of RAM, fucking good airflow. I have I think it's called an Odin i7 Ti from UK Specialist or PC Specialist or whatever the fuck they're called. It is a pre-built, yes. It is a clear Windows 11. I know Windows 11 isn't the best. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upgrade. I accidentally clicked the fucking upgrade button when I reset it. My computer is clear. I don't do anything except stream, edit, record, okay? I have no programs installed, nothing. The only programs I have are my Steam, my games, and DaVinci Resolve, okay? I am on the lowest of lowest settings in the practice range where not a lot's happening, and I have 160 FPS, which is amazing. In-game, I get about 90 to 80 on the lowest settings, okay? With the destructible environments going off, that drops to about 50. Yes, I do play at 2K. Yes, my graphics card isn't amazingly amazing. It's a 3070 Ti, RTX 3070 Ti. But I should not be struggling that hard on the lowest settings, even when I'm not streaming. Yes, I do stream this game, and yes, my performance is even worse on stream. But when I do play a little bit, even off stream, off recording, it still lags horrendously with the destructible environments. That needs to be fixed. I'm sure that will be fixed. I just wanted to highlight that in this video. Those with much worse rigs, I've seen it. They struggle when the environments get destroyed. They fucking struggle. But yes. The next thing I want to quickly gloss over as well is lack of roll queue. This game has been unfucking bearable to play because there is no roll queue. I understand that some people don't like roll queue, and that's completely fine. I am personally of the mindset where I would rather sit in queue for 30 minutes and get a role I want to play than be forced to fill every single game. By the way, no one fucking fills in this game, okay? The amount of times I've had 4 DPS and a Venom is crazy, okay? Just, I hope that they launch the game with roll queue, okay? The fact that they allowed competitive into this game without roll queue is a bit weird to me, but I beg, please. Oh, but the queue times are going to be super long. Wait. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't care. I am someone who's played Overwatch 1, alright? I forgot to mention that at the start of this video. I've played every single hero shooter known to man apart from Concord, okay? I come from Overwatch back when it was an alpha, back when Bastion had his shield, alright? I was in the alpha. At least I think I was. Or I might have been slightly after that. But still, I was around that time frame. I got Overwatch the day it came out because it came out near my fucking birthday. Okay? I think, actually, it came out on my birthday. When did L1 release? 24th of May, 2016. My 17th birthday. I went into a physical store and bought the special edition of this game. Pre-ordered it because I was coming home from college, and my friend said, you know what, mate, I'm going to buy you it for your birthday. Let's go. And on the way home, there was a game store, literally called Game, and I bought it on the way home from school. With a fucking Razer keyboard. Alright, I remember that. It was the Huntsman, I think. No, it was the Black Widow. I bought a Razer Black Widow. God, that thing was fucking loud. Anyways, so... Right, lack of role queue, because at the end of the day, no one plays any roles. Everyone just wants to play DPS. Everyone wants to lock in Punisher, Spider-Man, Namor, and Star-Lord. So there's that. Okay, just please can we have role queue, just because I beg. I love role queue. I think it really helps the enjoyment of this game. I like playing tank. I like filling. I don't mind it, but it gets a bit boring when I'm permanently locked into playing fucking Mantis over and over again. I want to experience other members of the cast. But I can't, because I am forced to fill. And this game is a team composition-based game, especially with the team-up mechanic, which, by the way, we'll get into that later. So, we are forced to play certain roles, certain characters, so please just let us roll queue. I beg. Thank you. Anyways. Tanks. Tanks are another con in this game, okay? The only good tank, in my opinion, obviously Venom, he's giga busted, right? Venom is the most... He's the most fun, he's the strongest, and he really doesn't have much downsides apart from being kited, which then he has a swing, alright? I'm not saying he's overpowered, by the way. I genuinely think he's just a really good character at what he's meant to do, okay? The rest of the tanks really feel useless. I'll get into Bruce Banner in a second, don't worry. The whole cast, apart from Venom and Magneto, really don't feel that great. Dr. Reinhardt has a little bit of, like, leeway because of his stature and his abilities with the portals and stuff. But Groot, Penny, and definitely the Hulk need to be looked at different. Every single game I have ever played, someone will pick Groot, do nothing, switch to either Venom, Magneto, or Doctor Strange. That's just it. These are the 3 really good tanks. Okay? Like I said, even then, Doctor Strange is a bit eh. Okay? Tanks kind of feel weak. And I don't know. Someone could disagree. That's absolutely fine. You're allowed to disagree. Please give me constructive criticism. Don't just be in my comments saying, well, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know nothing, you fucking scrotal sack. Just tell me what you think, okay? But I feel like tanks don't have a lot of utility. They just feel kind of weak. Thor is alright. I like Thor. Thor's okay, but once again, he just feels like... He's a bit clunky. I'll get into him as well. Thor needs to be changed. But let's talk about Hulk, alright? For those who don't know or don't look at this game, the Hulk is the Punisher, is Diva. Okay? He plays similar to Diva in the sense his ult is Diva. When he dies, he turns into Bruce Banner. First things first, I don't think Bruce Banner should be in this game as a tank. I think Bruce Banner should be a separate entity to the Hulk. And I'll get into that in a little bit, I'm sure, unless I forget. So actually, I'll cover it now. Never mind, ignore me. I think Bruce Banner should personally either be a strategist or a DPS, damage dealer, duelist, whatever they're fucking calling this game. Hulk and Bruce Banner are already 2 separate entities in the comics. I think with the multiverse and the whole, like, 2 Doctor Dooms thing, I think it's absolutely okay to completely rework the Hulk. It's a good idea. It was a really good idea. But I think it's just missing the mark. I think Penny should be the Diva. Alright? She already plays exactly like Diva, mechanic-wise, kit-wise is the word I was looking for, fuck me. Kit-wise, she already plays exactly like Diva. But she doesn't have a Diva role. Alright? I think Penny should be the Diva of this game. Hulk should be his own class, and he should be adjusted accordingly. Hulk is extremely weak in this game. Alright? First things first, his jump should be instant, in my opinion. It should be an ability. Right? I like his little, his chest bump. It's really cool. It's really funny. It should do damage, though. But it doesn't. First things first. His gamma shield. Sure, it's okay. Yeah, it helps. It's... Like, the whole point of Hulk is to get in, right? He's kind of similar to, like, Doomfist. You do a bunch of damage. You maybe, like, annoy the shit out of the backline. And then you jump away. Issue is, with charging the jump, you have to be prepared. Like this, right? You have to, like, hold it before you land, which is fine. But don't forget, this is an Overwatch TF2 hero shooter. People are jumping to avoid bullets all the time. So you can't be the guy who's just like, ooga booga, ooga booga, running in a straight line at them. You can't. I think this should just be a double jump, maybe. Or, like, a rebind, a bindable key, maybe. Okay? Because it's really hard to jump in, charge it. It's just a whole debacle. It should just be a full charge. His slam should also deal damage, by the way. This doesn't do any damage except just knocks them to the ground. It should deal damage. It's a skill shot, right? This takes a lot of skill to hit a guy flying in the air. Hulk should grab them, slam them, and it should deal AoE damage, in my opinion. Even the slam itself, like this should just deal damage, in my opinion. This Exile was really weird, because it's not a stun, Can I adjust the cooldowns? It's not a stun, by the way. It's a exile. So they can't be healed, but they can't be damaged. And they can't be manipulated in any way. You can't even push them around or anything. I think it should just be a stun. It doesn't last that long anyways. I don't know why it's an exile of all things. Because then you're just sat here like unable to do anything. Oh, but use it on the DPS and then jump on the tanks or jump on the healers. Right, okay, sure. But there's another one. There's another healer that will just heal them. Right? So, yeah. Like I said, I don't mind his shield. His shield's actually really good. It needs to give him something more than ult charge, though. I think, admittedly, if they rework him, they should just give him a passive damage buff when he blocks damage with his shield, like Zarya. It could just be him getting angrier, because right now, by the way, he does really little damage. Like, it takes like 6 hits to kill a Spider-Man. Imagine him being healed. Doesn't do anything. Obviously, like I said, it's not really his job to be dealing damage. He's a tank. And his clap does some damage. But I just think he needs to have a little bit more substance as a tank. No one picks him. Genuinely, no one picks him. And I haven't even got over his ult. His ult is okay. It, like, gets rid of the cooldown of this. His right click. And it also, it makes his exile do a little bit of damage. And it can pierce, I think. Let me have a look. I think it's in an AoE. I think if they were closer together, it would work. I think it's an AoE. I'm fine with the Hulk mode. It's kind of like Winston going Rage mode. I'm fine with that. I really don't mind. I think his ult is really good, but I don't like his passive, and I don't like the lack of like tankability. He feels a bit unfinished. Hulk. Once again, it's a CBT. I understand. It could genuinely just be he's unfinished. But, you know. His ult's ult is really bad. This. It doesn't insta-kill. If I'm not mistaken, enemies can't shoot the guy that's being grabbed. Right? So when he's being slammed into the ground, your team can't help you kill that target. It doesn't insta-kill, which is fine. I'm not expecting it to. But it has a really shit range, and healers can be healed for it. They can also be, like, status buffed by teammates for it. So they can be damage reduction, they can be healed, they can be pulled, they can be shielded. It's really just a waste of time. It doesn't do anything, plus Hulk is this big fucking creature getting headshotted constantly. Yeah, he gets damage reduction, but it's just like... The Hulk needs to be reworked, like I said. Hulk should be reworked like Penny. Penny should be Diva, in a sense. Because Penny is fully modeled, by the way. She also changes when you buy skins for her. But you don't see her. Penny is also a character that's really weird. I don't know if it's just because I'm not good with her. But she's all about, like, setting up a little, like, area. And I call it false tankiness. Because her gimmick is movement speed, dodging bullets, and also being healed. So when she's in these webs, she gains healing over time. And I think it also gives her a healing boost. Cool, fine, yeah, awesome, cool. But it doesn't feel impactful in the slightest. If anything, it feels really weak. And she's all about, like, setting up these mines and stuff. No one stands in your webs. And yes, you can stun people with a web, like the right click. Sure. And you can, like, web swing and detach and shit. I don't know, her kit just feels really weird. I think Penny should, like... She also has really low health. I think she should... After at a certain threshold, or after her health bar is cleared, she should turn into the Baby Diva, or Bruce Banner. And... be a Diva clone, in my opinion. Especially considering a lot of these characters are, like, Overwatch clone characters. That's what I think, personally. Right, that's just me personally. If you disagree, that's absolutely a-okay. Just tell me. But yeah, tanks just need to be looked at a little bit. DPS feel like they are amazingly good at what they do, and I love that. I love that. Each DPS has a clear goal. Each DPS has a clear, like, I picked this character to deal with this character. Tanks just feel like, why would I play anyone else but Venom and Magneto at the end of the day? And there's no, like, clear, like... It's like in DBD, why would I pick a certain survivor when they're just different reskins? At the end of the day, why would I pick any other tank other than Magneto and Venom? They do their jobs amazingly well. There's actually no point elsewhere, in my opinion. That's why I think tanks just need to be sort of looked at, because they don't feel like they have a real, true role. I don't, by the way, a lot of people misunderstand me. I don't want tanks to be on par with DPS damage. I just want tanks to have a clear, like, role they fit into, right? Like, the Punisher, if they have a Scarlet Witch... Well, actually, the Punisher, if they have anyone, pick the Punisher. Black Panther, if they have two annoying healers like Luna Snow and Rocket Raccoon, you pick Black Panther and Spider-Man, for example. Star-Lord is really good at, like, just running interference as against tanks who have shields, because it makes them turn around. Namor's really good at sniping people from afar. Magic's really good at killing other DPS. Spider-Man's really good at taking out Iron Man. Scarlet Witch is just really good if you're shit. Storm's really good at buffing your entire team, so if you have, like, a Punisher, a Star-Lord, or someone, or a Hela, for example, right? Like, each DPS has a really good, like, I pick them because I need this, right? Tanks don't have that, and that's what I want. I don't want damage, I just want, you know, that. That's the tank section of this fucking video cleared. Hulk also. I have a script, by the way. That's what I'm talking about. Visibility. I think this will come into the game, but visibility is really annoying. A lot of characters look quite similar to each other, and red outlines on characters who are predominantly red, such as, you know, Spider-Man or Black Panther if you have the red skin, Punisher if you have the red skin, Scarlet Witch because she's just red. Magic is also kind of hard to see when she's in her Dark Child form. The default color outline being red is really hard to see. I'm colorblind, so I struggle a little bit. Reds are not my issue though, and I struggle with it. I struggle more with blues and stuff. I feel like the game should just have a system like Valorant where you can, or Valorant, sorry, I keep saying it wrong, I don't know why. Like Valorant, where you can just change the colors of what you want. Similar to Overwatch as well, really. Just let me change the color of my HUD. That's just simple as. I think that is just really nice. I think that is a nice little feature that we want, and I think everyone would agree. I want to change colors simply because certain skins, certain characters, they blend in very well with the environment, especially with the red outline. Like, the Galacta bots are purple, which are fine for me, but, like, the red outline around them, even my abilities are really hard to see for me personally and my monitor. So there's that. That's just a visibility, please. That's simple and clean. Don't need to say much more on that. The ultimate saving mechanic. When you swap a character and you have 100% ultimate, you will get 50% back. Ultimate charge is built extremely quick in this game. Okay? A lot of people will play certain characters throughout the whole match, but then as it's coming to overtime, they will switch characters to like an AoE DPS ult. Run to the point. By the time they get to the point, they have their ult back. Alright, ultimate saving in this game is really bad and really annoying. I know it's in Overwatch, but Overwatch is 25%. This game is 50%. Or sometimes it feels like it doesn't change at all, like it's 80%. The amount of times people have, like, lost a fight and they've just gone, okay, cool. Yeah, it's 50%. They've gone, okay, cool, and then they've, like, oh, we're fighting the point for a little bit. They just changed off their Punisher, and now they're Scarlet Witch. They're doing, you know, Scarlet Witch things. You know, in a team fight, throwing all this, you know, using their util. Right? And then the point's about to be closed out. And then they go... Hee hee XD. Right? And I don't just mean one DPS does it. Everyone on the team will switch to, like... They'll change to Jeff. They'll change to Scarlet Witch or Spider-Man. They'll change to Venom. They'll change to Magneto. And they'll just... You'll get 5 ults. Just... Boof, 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 boof. Gone. It needs to be adjusted a little bit because ultimate saving is just really fucking annoying. Don't get me wrong, I understand it's like a tactic and fucking well done. But people are intentionally not using ults to win fights because they know they can just wait until overtime. Because the overtime, the overtime ticks down even when the cart's in motion, which is fine. That's not what I mean. But in, motion in animation, that's what I mean. I saw someone say, when the cart's pushing, the timer should be stopped. No. You're an idiot. What? But, during the animations of, pushing through doors and shit, the timer ticks down. When there's, no active, nothing can happen. So then people will just wait those out. Wait until you get to a choke point. Oh, and that's it. That needs to be adjusted. It needs to be, 25%. You shouldn't get 50%. That's just weird. So that's it. The community in this game are fucking horrendous. I don't know if they're Overwatch players. I don't know if they're not Overwatch players. But every single player is very ignorant in this game. I know that's not a gameplay thing, and I know that's something NetEase can't take control of. That's absolutely fine. I'm not flaming. I'm just stating the annoyance of it. People are very ignorant to the way this game works, and I just wanted to rant about that. Healers are the most neglected people in this game. I have been forced to play healer throughout, I don't know, maybe 15 of my 20 hours in this game. Every single time, I have been told, healers, you need to lock the fuck in, when I've been dove by a Spider-Man Black Panther over and over again. Spider-Man and Black Panther are really good at their jobs of killing supports. So, there needs to be a better way of pinging that I need fucking help. Firstly, pings don't come out a lot, because the ping button is also the communicate button. So, as you just heard, I've been trying to ping. But if I'm moving my mouse to the left, instead it just does thank you. That needs to be sorted because the community are fucking gobshites. I've had 4 people dive the enemy backline and go, "Where the fuck are our healers, bro?" While I've been getting absolutely raw dog licked by Venom. Okay? Community, you need to sort yourself out if this game wants to live. Okay? Sorry, I just needed that little pop. So that's it for my cons. I'm sure there's plenty of other cons. I know a lot of people think Hella's busted. I think Hella takes a lot of skill, so I don't mind her being quite strong. But those are all my cons. Like I said, if you disagree with any of them or you want to talk about some that I didn't highlight, please just use the comments. Right? The comments are there for me to take constructive criticism. But I won't accept, "Oh, you're just dog shit, bro. Suck my dick. You're terrible." Please be constructive. Please tell me how I went wrong. Okay? Don't just flat out go, "Well, that's wrong." And I go, "Okay, why?" And you're like, "Well, you're just wrong in it. Get good." Okay, thanks, bro. That doesn't work like that, okay? But now we'll talk about the pros, okay? The pros of this game, there's a few. Not as many as my cons, though. But there are a few. Okay? And I'm sorry about my fan. I don't know if my microphone's picking up as I talk, but it's on because it's hot in England right now. The pros of this game are a few. It's a breath of fresh air. I'm going to say that. Hero shooters have been incredibly Overwatchy recently. This game is different because it's Marvel IP, which I love, and I'll get onto that in a minute when I talk about the character design. But it is a breath of fresh air because it's not just pretty people shooting pretty guns at other pretty people. Right, look at Overwatch. Is there a single ugly character in Overwatch? No. They're all gorgeous. Even the fucking robot is gorgeous. To an extent. Right? In Marvel Rivals, we have Venom. We have Groot. We have Namor. Which, yeah, Namor's quite hot, I can't lie. But still, we have Mantis. We have Rocket Raccoon. Cloak and Dagger have already been leaked. We have Jeff the Landshark. We have these all unique, different characters, and they are going to pull more characters from Marvel, right? God, I hope Ghost Rider's in this game, and I would actually like to see him played as a tank. I'm not going to lie. So, it's a breath of fresh air. It's nice. It's not just like a Concord, Overwatch, just like these characters are not characters we've ever seen before. They're just goofy, like, Mercy, Venture, fucking Moira. They're all like these really like beautiful people. It's not like that. It's actually like Marvel characters with Marvel designs, and I really like the Marvel design, so it's really cool. I like it. The Punisher's built like a brick shithouse, though, which is funny to me. So that's one of the pros of this game. The destruction of this game is really fun as well. The destructible environments. There's a lot of really cool tactics you can employ with them. I've seen some people lose the point rush because a destructible wall fell on top of them and they just kept trying to push forward rather than break it and they lost. That's amazing. Flats complained about it. I think that's a really fun use of the destructible environments. Flat said it was like a boring gimmick that no one would use, but then complains when someone uses it. I don't know, like, Overwatch people really confuse me. The destruction is very fun. I really enjoy it. I think it can be used really well. There's one Asgardian location where in the center of the map, there's this big pillar that connects an outer ring, and if you destroy the pillar, then the top ring falls. A lot of the time, Punisher, Storm, Scarlet Witch, and Iron Man will sit up on the pillars. I know I mentioned 2 free-flying characters, don't get me wrong, but they'll use that for cover. If you coordinate with your team and destroy the platform, Punisher will fall, Storm will kind of hang out with no cover, Iron Man will be stuck with nothing to protect him, and Scarlet Witch will fall as well. It's a really cool, like, it makes you think. I was playing a game where I was in a turret as Punisher, and I was shooting at a choke point, but the enemy Punisher broke a hole in the wall and sniped me, and I couldn't see where he was shooting me from a corner, and beat me because of it. That's the kind of shit I really enjoy, and I think that is what it is there for, and I like it. It's very good, a breath of fresh air. But it destroys the performance of the game whenever someone breaks something big, it just crashes down. It's also really nice to destroy the statues that, like, Spider-Man hangs off of to try and, like, catch supports and stuff. I just think the community aren't thinking good enough to use it, so they complain about it. I think it's really good, and I like it. There's that. The style of the game. The style of the game is really, really nice. I like it. It feels like each character feels like a comic book character, but in a cartoony sense, if that makes sense. Like, I don't like the suit, but I like Spider-Man's look. Right, I don't like the suit that much. It's growing on me the more I play it. I don't like the black, though. I really just don't like how the black just sort of, like, envelops him. It's not my fan. Not my cup of tea. But I like the way the characters look. They all look really fucking cool. I have the Punisher in a skin, obviously, so he doesn't look like this base. He has, like, those skulls and stuff. But, like, this game has a lot of personality, right? The style of this game is amazing. Let me go to the main menu quickly here. For example, like, even the selection, like this right here, before I do anything, I think this looks really nice. I like the way everything looks. But then you highlight over a character and you get these nice little, like, impact frames into the selection. They do a little pose. I think this is a really charismatic style. I like this. I really like this. I do. And don't get me started on, like, the when you choose a character, you get this little intro here. Don't tell me that is fucking sick. Right? They even have animations when you zoom in on them. This game has a lot of character. I really do like it. The impact frames when you choose a character like that. It's just, it's full of heart and soul. It's not just boring, like, oh, gonna choose Punisher, and then they're just white man with gun standing there. Like, you see what I mean? It has a lot of character and a lot of personality. I love it. I love this game style-wise. Doesn't outweigh the cons, but, you know. So there's that. The style is really nice. Character design is the next thing I'm going to talk about. The character design, it feels really nice. Every character feels really cool and unique. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of characters feel like they shouldn't be in this role, but they work. Like, I'm not going to lie, I never expected Rocket Raccoon to be a healer. I really didn't. I thought Groot would be a healer. But no, he's a tank. Also, he's a tank because he builds walls. I thought he would be a tank in the way that he heals himself by doing damage. Like, kind of like, by dealing damage. I don't know why I went Scottish there. By dealing damage. Similar to, like, Doomfist or something. Venom, yeah, I kind of expected Venom to be a tank, but he fucking plays amazingly well like a tank. Loki as a support, I thought Loki would play as a DPS, but he works as a support. He really does, because of the healing magic. I thought he would be a DPS similar to the Spy, where he would, like, revolve around stabbing people in the back. Scarlet Witch. I kind of thought she'd be a support, I'm not going to lie, but yeah, she does really good as a DPS. Mantis, yeah, I saw Mantis as being a support. Punisher, obviously. I didn't really 100% expect Bruce. Not the Hulk, Bruce. to be a counterpart to a tank, but he does great. The character design feels really fucking good. Like, Thor as a tank as well was really weird to me, but it works. All these characters and their design just work, and I like the way they look, and I like the skins for them. Admittedly, only some characters have skins, the rest just have recolors. That's absolutely fine. This, by the way, is an amazing skin for Storm. The character design is just amazing. Their kits feel really good when they're good, right? Like I said, the tanks kind of struggle. Venom has an amazing kit. Storm, I love her kit. Punisher, as much as I hate the fucking gangrenous toad, he has a great kit. Loki has a really nice kit. Strange has a really good kit. I thought Strange would be a healer, but he's a tank. Spider-Man feels really fun to play and very cool to play as well. Magneto as a tank, yeah, fuck yeah, bro. As a Zyra, can I speak? Zyra tank, Zarya, Zyra is the league champion. Him as like a Zarya-esque tank, it fucking works and I like it. I really do. And that's what I like. And the gameplay is the final thing I'll talk about. The gameplay is a breath of fresh air, and there's not much I can complain about. It's just the cons heavily outweigh these pros, unfortunately. As much as I love this game and I want to see it succeed, they need to work on it very fucking hard. But 41 minutes later, if you've kept on watching, I appreciate you. I thank you. If you've left a comment, mean or not, I still appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, I guess. I don't know. I don't make videos. I stream. That's what I do. But I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate you hanging out in this video. If you disagree with anything I've said, if you agree with anything I said, please tell me. Please, I beg you. I want to talk about this game because I want to see it succeed. I do. And yeah, that's all I can really say about Marvel's Rivals CBT after 23 hours of playing it. It needs to be worked on. It needs to be adjusted. It needs to be changed. But that's the point of a CBT. That's the point of a beta. So, yeah. I can't wait for it to launch next year. Peace.